Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Maddie and I am so excited to be here today. I'm so glad that you're here and that you're watching my video. I hope that you can take something away from this and apply it to your everyday routine. This is almost mine. It's a little bit more of an enhanced everyday routine, I would say, at least for me personally. So yeah, I just wanted to show you what I do and what types of makeup looks I like on myself so that you can get a good idea of who I am and what I will be bringing to the table YouTube wise. So yes, I hope that you enjoy, and if you do, please make sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe so that you can see more videos from me in the future. Alright, so I guess I will just jump right in. I'll see you soon. Bye. I wasn't gonna film because I do have these little breakouts, but then I was like, no, because everyone breaks out. This is me. I want this to be a very real YouTube channel. I want to show you guys like who I really am and my personality, and part of that is, I break out. I get pimples. Oh well, it happens. So let's just move forward, and why don't we just dive right in. So first things first, I'm sure you can tell, like, this is not a nice shirt. Like, this is just a plain plain t-shirt, plain long sleeve shirt that I got in North Carolina on vacation. I don't like to do my makeup in my cute daytime clothes because I end up somehow getting it all over me. So I just find it so much easier for me to just do it in my pajamas, do it in like a lounging around shirt. So that's what I wanted to do for you today, because this is what I do. So I thought I would just show you exactly what I do. So I'm going to do my almost everyday face. This is probably a little bit more than my everyday face, but I think it'll give you a good idea about, what sort of makeup I like on myself personally and what I lean towards in the makeup, direction. So I'm just going to go ahead. So I will link all these products down below because I'm sure that I'm going to forget to say a name of a product, or I'm going to forget to, I don't know, show it to you or something, because I'll just be so into just chatting. So, yeah, so look for all that down below. I will try my very best to remember to put it all down there. So that's that. First of all, I'm going to go in with this Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. This I really, really like. I'm sure you can tell. It's very small. Very small. It's just a sample, but I really like it. I got it at Sephora as a sample, and it's just really good. I feel like every time I wear it, my makeup stays on all day long. So that's definitely a plus for me. So I'm just putting this everywhere. I know a lot of people don't like to put primer everywhere on their face, but I do, so I'm going to do it. Okay, so I'm just going to let that sit for a second. So now we've let everything dry and just let the primer soak in a little bit. So now I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Lumi foundation, and I do like to just mix it up a little bit because you never know. And this is W12 Porcelain. If you can tell, I'm very, very, very fair, so usually porcelain or light ivory or something in that department will work well for me. So I'm just gonna squirt this on my hand, and I just did 2 pumps because if I do 3, that's too much. 1's not enough, so 2 just seems to be the happy medium, and I figure I can always add more if I need to. So then I'm going to use my Real Techniques sponge. I usually use a beauty blender, but mine's pretty beaten up. I need to get a new one. It's all cut and dirty. Even though I washed it, it stays dirty. So this is my Real Techniques sponge. It's also just a little dirty, but it's clean. It's nice and damp. I have got it damp already, so it's good to go. So I'm just going to dab this on my hand. I love this foundation because it's so lightweight, and it gives me a really pretty glow without looking oily. Alright. So that's what I've got. Looks pretty good. Okay, so my next step, because I do have these 2 breakouts, I normally, well, recently, I used to break out a lot, but recently I haven't had a lot of trouble with breakouts since I've started my prescription topical regimen, which again is on my blog, so I'll link that below too. But know, I don't know, I think it's just like the stress of going back to school, and I've been working out more, and my diet's changed a lot, so I think that's why my skin's kind of like freaking out right now. So I'm just going to take my L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur Concealer, and you really don't need that much, but I love this because no matter what foundation I'm using, it matches. So, and I find, at least for me, because I'm so fair, like that's really hard to do, because, you know, it's just, it'll look orange, or it'll look too white, or, you know, whatever it may be. It just doesn't always look right. So obviously, like, you can still tell that I'm breaking out, or if you can't on camera, lucky you. But I mean, I can still tell in person, but you know what? That's okay, because I'm not a super full coverage kind of girl. I'm more of just, I want to look natural, but I want to look put together, if that makes sense. Like, I want it to look natural, so I want you to be able to see my freckles, and I want you to be able to see my whatever else, I don't know. Sometimes I don't mind, you know, if you see my bags. I don't mind, because I want to look still human. I want to still look like, I don't know. I just like to look more on the natural side. And, you know, if you want to, girl, if you want to be all, you want to go to class beat-faced every single day, like, you do that. Good for you. I just do not have the patience to do that. I really don't. But I think it's just so amazing. There are a lot of girls at the school that I go to that I'll see at like 8 in the morning, and they're completely beat-faced, smoky-eyed, bold lip. I'm like, how did you have the time to do that? I barely had the time to put mascara on this morning. So, I don't know. I just think it's amazing. So if you can do that, that's props to you, girl, because I can't. I don't have the patience. That's my Saturday morning face. That's when I want to sit down and be creative. That's when I go like full beat, but usually I'm all about the natural. So, speaking of natural, I'm going to go with my Naked Skin Concealer. I really like this. I've kind of gone on like a hiatus from it, actually, because, I don't know why, actually. I don't have a because. I just have. But, it's okay. Sometimes products just, I just need a break from them. I don't know, I just needed something different. So, I'm just going to pounce this in, but every time I neglect this concealer and then I go back to it, I'm like, oh, why did I leave you in the first place? You're so beautiful. It just blends out so well, like, oh, it's amazing. It's just so pretty. Okay, and even though I have a pimple, I'm still gonna, even in the pimple, you probably couldn't even hear that, even though I have a pimple, I'm still gonna highlight down here just because I can. Okay, and I recently ran out of my Laura Mercier powder, yeah, but that's okay, because I went to Walmart and I was trying to find the Airspun powder that like Patrick Starr uses and all the other like super glam beat-faced YouTubers use, and I couldn't find it anywhere. For 20 minutes I was walking around Walmart looking ridiculous. I couldn't find it anywhere, and then I found it, and of course Translucent was out, and like the fair one was out. The only one left was like honey beige or something, like really, really tan, and I'm not honey beige. So I decided, I was looking everywhere for other translucent powders, and this was the only one left in the store. The only translucent powder in the store that was left. Every other translucent powder in my Walmart was out. So this is the CoverGirl Loose Powder Professional, and this is in Translucent Fair. So, I mean, it's fine. It's been working so far. It just has like a, I remember the smell of this from when I was little. I just thought it was so cool, but it's not cool. It stinks. But I'm just gonna dab that in there. Once I have everything all baked and stuff, I'm not like a huge baker. Like, I don't like to sit there, you know, and let it sit for minutes. I just pat it on, wait a couple seconds, and then dust it off because my under eyes are so dry. So I just take my little brush here. This is the Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. And I love this for just under the eyes. It's so nice and fluffy. So basically I just put this powder, my CoverGirl powder, I put it here, 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 and a little bit of my chin. And then whatever's left over in the brush, I'll just dust over my eyelids so that, you know, we're all gonna be alright for shadow, which I don't do every day. That's kind of where the part where it's not everyday makeup for me. But on days where I really want to feel good or maybe have a presentation or something, I'll definitely go in with the eyeshadow. So once that's all set, I'm actually going to, can't decide what I want to do. Okay, you know what, I'm just going to do what I usually do because this is an everyday makeup video. So I'm going to use my MAC Sheer Select Pressed Powder, and this is in NC15. I think this is a little too pink for me, even though it's really yellow. I don't know if you can tell it. Like, it's a really yellow powder, but it somehow looks like pink when I put it on, depending on the day. It's not like that every day, but some days it's like really pink on me. It's kind of weird, but. So now that I've done that, I guess, what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna do my eyebrows now. Well, yeah, no, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So I go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the definer pencil. I love this thing. I have it in dark brown. I like, even though my hair, this is my natural color, even though this isn't dark brown, I wouldn't say. I've been matched to like honey blonde or something. I don't know, my eyebrows look freaking green. But I just like them darker, so that's what I do. So I can't do this without the mirror. There's no way. There's no freaking way I could do this without a mirror. My brows never look exactly identical, but you know, they're, what is it? They're sisters, not twins or something. I don't know, something like that. But yes, so I don't really worry if they're not perfect, because again, I'm going for more natural. I'm not going for super bold. I just want just a little something, a little something. So I'm going with my favorite palette. I don't care what anyone says. This is an oldie, but a goodie. This is my ride or die palette. I don't think I haven't found a palette that I love anymore. This is just the original Naked palette by Urban Decay. It's just so good. Like, these shadows, what? They're just beautiful. They're just gorgeous. They're perfect. And they're the perfect colors that I would wear. Purples and browns. Love. Love, 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 love. Cannot love it enough. So I'm going to go in with this Sephora eyeshadow brush. I got this a really long time ago in a set, so I'm not sure if that you can still sell it, but I'm just going to put the shade Naked all over my lid, just as a nice little base. It's pretty flesh toned, so it's really versatile. Works super well. Yeah, and I would say, you know, I've had people ask me, like, what kind of makeup do you do? Who are you like? What other YouTubers are you like? And I would say that my makeup taste is probably more, maybe not taste, but just like my capabilities and my look, I guess, is, I would say, a really good mix between Kathleen Lights and Jaclyn Hill. You know, I'm not professionally trained, and I like to keep it more on the natural side with little pops of color here and there, but at the same time I do like to just sit down and be creative and go crazy with makeup sometimes. So I really feel like I'm a good mix between the two of them. So if you're wondering, that's what I think. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Buck now. I think it's a really pretty matte brown, and I'm just taking this angled Sephora eyeshadow brush and just starting to put it in the crease. Again, I'm sorry I'm not looking at you. I'm trying to look at my mirror, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And you just want to start off with a little bit. And if you know you want more, then you can just build it up later, but it's always easier to start small and just work your way up. And I just went in with this Sigma, I'm sorry, the Sigma Blending E25 brush, just to make sure that everything gets blended in, because my biggest pet peeve when I'm a makeup on myself, even on other people too, is when you have right here, so it's like nothing, and then eyeshadow, and it's just like, you can see the separation, you know? I want it to all look blended and concise and good. So I'm going to darken it up just a tad. So I'm going to take this color Dark Horse and again just put that on the outer bit of my eye. Blend it, taking that same Sigma brush, just going to blend it out like this. Yeah, okay, I think I'm done. I think that's what I'm going with. And that was just so easy. You know, it took me, what, 3-4 colors to do that, so it's just so easy. And it takes like no time at all. So it's just great. I love it. So what I'm going to do next is take this eyeliner by Starlooks, and this is in the color Jet. It is so black. Can you see that? Can you see that? Seriously, so good. And I'm just going to put this in my waterline. Okay, now I'm just going to go in and do a little bronzing. I love this brush. I just got this in my August Ipsy bag. And it's a crown brush. Doesn't have a name, but it's just so good for getting in where I need it to go. And I'm not a huge contouring gal, but this is really good for contouring. I am much more inclined to just bronze my face, you know, but if I do want a good contour, that's the brush that I would be using for sure. Okay, and because I'm so fair, like, I try not to use a ton of bronzer. I might use a ton, I'm not really sure, but I try not to use too much. I don't want to go crazy with bronzer, but I do want to be like glowing because I'm so fair. You know, this is my only way to get me a tan, so I'm going to take advantage of it. Okay, so then after that, I'm going to go in with my highlighter. This is my everyday highlighter. I love this. It's so good for every day. It's my Tarte Exposed Highlighter. And I can just pack this on for days. I love it. It's so beautiful. Like, oh, it's just so good. Oh, you can probably see better over here. Can you see that? Can you see the highlight? Can you? It's amazing. I love it. And I get people, where I go to school, there are a lot of girls who really are into makeup. My school is very open to like people expressing themselves how they want to, which I think is just like amazing. And so a lot of girls do, you know, go full beat into class, and a lot of them, we all try to like compliment each other, you know, in our makeup, and be like, oh girl, like that looks really good on you. Or like, wow, like I could see your highlight from here, you know, like we're just very encouraging of each other, even though we don't know each other, but that's okay. I feel like that's what it should be about. We should be encouraging people to do what they want, express themselves how they want to, because I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I think it should be encouraged. So before I get off on a rant, let's just go back into our blush. I'm going to use that same brush that I like kind of soft contour with, I guess that's what I would call it. This is the Too Faced Love Flush Your Love is King blush. And oh, I love this blush. It just adds such a pretty pop of color. Got a little bit so much over here, but oh yeah, I really like this brush for blush too. I love it. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the skin. So now I'm gonna go in, and I like to do this after I do my powders because I feel like it'll get messed up if I don't. This is my, I believe this is L'Oreal. I don't know. Yes, L'Oreal. I was gonna say my packaging is all ripped up. This is the brow gel in light to medium. I love this. It really does make my brows last all day long, and it matches my hair pretty well. I think almost perfectly. I just brush all of it maybe a couple times just to make sure that they stay in place, because I do have a very busy schedule. I go to school obviously because I'm in a dorm, and I also work and I have a lot of homework, and I volunteer, so it's just a lot. But that's okay. It's fine. So where I was going with that was basically that it just helps them stay on all day long. So I do always go in with 2 mascaras. I don't know why, I've always done this. So I always mix it up. Always, always, always. I don't think I've ever do the same combination for too long. So I literally just pull out something from my drawer mascara, and that's what I use. So I'm going to use this Tarte mascara. I don't know if they have different colors. Maybe? I don't know. This is the black one. Onto the last step. Now I'm going to use my favorite liquid lipstick ever. If this goes out of stock ever, I will lose it. I will lose it. This is Kat Von D's Lovesick, and I just threw it on the floor. Anyway, so good. And I'm going to use this Lord & Berry Maxi Matte Lip Crayon Lipstick in 2100. So then I'm going to go and put my liquid lipstick on. That's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna, I think, looks good to me. So I think that's gonna be it. And I'm just going to set it with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. And I just bought this at Walmart as well. Whew. It doesn't smell all that great, but I've only used it a couple times, but my makeup has stayed on so well those couple times. So I think that'll be okay. So that is all. That's what I have for you. This is what I've come up with. This is my pretty much, you know, a little more than everyday look. I don't normally do eyes. Eyeshadow. I rarely put black in my waterline just because I feel like it makes my eyes look so much smaller. Usually I do go for a more creamy, a natural nude, or maybe even a white depending on how I'm feeling. I think that it opens my eyes up so much. It makes me look so much more awake. But for today, you know, I had to work with it. It started running down to my waterline, so I just work with it. That's just what you gotta do. Instead of getting frustrated over, you know, your look not being exactly what you want it to be, you just gotta roll with the punches, man. That's what it's about. So yes, this is what I came up with. I hope that you can see it and that you like it. Alright, again, this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch my very long-winded video. I'm sorry that it's so long, but I promise I will get better at editing and I will figure something out to cut down the time. But for now, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate your time and your support, and hopefully that thumbs up or that subscribe button that you just hit. Yeah, that'd be nice. Don't forget to do that. Alright. Thank you again so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.